That's right. This is Bad Weather Fans, episode number 313. Mike Biseglia, Alex Benesowitz, and the NBA schedule has been released. Getting ready for the upcoming 2026-2027 NBA season. Brooklyn Nets start their year at home versus the Charlotte Hornets. Well, the Knicks, they've got a fun one with the Philadelphia 76ers, which will become must-watch NBA basketball right off the gate. Good morning. Alex, how you doing?
Doing great. Doing great. Finally get the schedule.
Yes.
LeBron blessed us with his decision so we can get the schedule. Thank you to him for making a decision on where you want to play. And thank you for, going to Philly because I don't care. But it is weird that they're playing the opening game against LeBron. It was kind of annoying because, they're making this Knicks ring ceremony about LeBron nonsense. But I get maximizing the viewership, maximizing, the ratings, whatever. But, the Knicks in the finals had the highest rating NBA finals since Michael Jordan, so I don't think they needed LeBron to push that ratings up. It was kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I get it.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think the average person is excited or not excited is not the right word. I don't think the average person is interested in watching the Knicks banner celebration. I think the finals was great, compelling basketball. But if you're a fan of another team, there's no real interest in watching a couple of guys raise banners. It's kind of boring if it's not your team. I mean, if it's your team, it's the most amazing experience ever. Don't get me wrong. Like, what a moment. You've been waiting your whole life, you get to see a banner raised. But if you're a fan of the Portland Trailblazers, what joy or interest is there in watching the banner raised? It seems kind of boring. I mean, if you're an absolute NBA
Right.
junkie, I
Well,
get it,
yeah.
but I don't see the interest in it. And it just sounds like sour grape from Knicks fans who are like, oh, it's not about me for a minute. I mean, who
I'm
cares?
not. I'm
Like,
not saying to
deal
play
with
the
it.
freaking the Hornets. You can make it a rivalry game, play the Celtics or something. You know what I mean, or play whoever. But making it LeBron makes it just a little corny to me. It's just a little bit like it didn't have to be like a LeBron. LeBron can have his own moment like the next day, and everybody would watch, and then you'd get two big ratings games. Like if you have the Knicks and I don't want it to be the Spurs because I hate that when sports do like any sport does
I
that.
don't like
NFL
that
does that
either.
sometimes. Like opening game is the same matchup as the Super Bowl. Like I hate that. If you're gonna do a rematch, do it like week two or three. You know what I mean? But um, I don't know. You could have played a lot of different teams. You could have played the Hawks. You could have played. That was a fun series. The Hawks are the only team that beat them really more like a
Do
couple
you think
times.
what do you think it would get higher ratings? Knicks Hawks
Cavs.
or Knicks
The,
Sixers?
obviously, LeBron gets the
Well,
bigger ratings because LeBron.
then you answered the
But
question.
but
Then you answered
but
it.
are you gonna make it like it's a different like that big of a difference?
Yeah, I
Like
think
the
that's a
Knicks
big enough difference. Yes,
Knicks
absolutely.
and Knicks and Celtics, you don't think that gets a big rating?
LeBron's first game as a Sixer playing the Knicks, that is, to the Knicks' credit, that is the biggest game you could schedule. 100. There's not a bigger game you could put on the schedule. That is it. Like if
But
you
wouldn't
took
you
two
want
teams and put them
but,
together, there was no two teams, and that's a credit to the Knicks. Those are the two teams that are going to create the most buzz for a watch game.
but wouldn't you want that if you're the NBA have that for like game 5? So like you have some ratings a week or two later after the season starts because
No,
the game 1 people are going to watch regardless because the first game of the season. People are going to be tuned in and it's the Knicks and they have a huge fan base, a huge rating anyway, regardless. And then if you put in the Celtics in there, then it's a big rivalry game, New York Boston, and what the Celtics look like without Jalen Brown and all that stuff. And I don't know. I just think that would be a big rating too. And then you still have the Sixers game, game 4 or 5. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like that's
to answer
silly.
your first question, no, it
Hmm.
wouldn't be as big. You kick it off right out of the gate with all the energy you get because it's not LeBron's first game anymore. So true, it would still be anticipated, but the casual fan has now seen him two or three times, isn't as interested. But you get his first game to be at the Garden with that intensity and with the Knicks coming off a title. That is the best game from a scheduling standpoint that you could put on the calendar if you're the National Basketball Association. There's not even a close second place. I mean, I guess Knicks Spurs would be the second best, and then Knicks Celtics is probably and they all include the Knicks. So everything I'm saying here, I'm making sure that the Knicks are on the schedule. Like
Well, it has
Sixers,
to be. They won
Lakers,
the title. I mean,
Sixers, Lakers would bore me like
Knicks
LeBron in
Thunder, would
LA,
that be
whatever.
exciting? Knicks
That would be
Thunder,
good. That's up there. That's in the Mount
you know,
Rushmore of interest,
because
but not as interesting.
the last two
I'm taking
championships, you know,
I'm taking my Knicks hate out of the equation. I'm just telling you, I'm more interested in watching Knicks versus Sixers than the other teams that you had mentioned. And if I feel that way, I know the casual fan is going to feel that way. And I'm sorry for the Knicks fans that want their moment and don't want LeBron to be there, but tough shit. He's going to be there. You'll raise the banner.
well, of
and
course,
he'll
it's
just
going to be there. I
watching.
mean,
Who cares?
It's not like
Who cares?
not crying about it. I mean, the Knicks
Well,
won
good.
the title. Like, I mean, whatever. But it's just
Good.
It's just annoying. It's like, you know, you didn't need LeBron for that moment, and that's all I'm saying. Is like, yes, the ratings might be a little bit.
You didn't need LeBron
No,
for
you
that
didn't
moment.
as the NBA because the ratings are going to be high regardless.
Oh my
It's not
God.
going to be that big of a difference if it's another team. Like, I don't understand.
Isn't your
Like,
job to? There's
so why
two
don't you put
different things.
LeBron at the 3 o'clock game? You know, the Sixers against the Celtics, and that's a big matchup. Or, you know, Sixers against the Thunder, and that's a big matchup. And
It's
then
not
you
as
have the
big.
Knicks have their freaking moment against
You're
the
just-
Celtics or somebody else. It's stupid.
It just sounds. I feel bad that you feel that way, but from a perspective of wanting to maximize everything you can to support your league and promote your league, there's no better matchup than LeBron James in that game. It's unbelievable theater. It's a perfect first game for
It's
him.
unbelievable
And
theater for what? This guy's fucking
people-
42 years old. Like, I mean,
people
it's
are-
just a name. It's just a
No,
name.
he's
Like,
still a very good player.
he's
I
a very
disagree.
good player, but what did he average 20 points a game last year? I mean, like, people are acting like LeBron James is like still LeBron James 15 years ago. It's not.
No,
you know, this isn't 2010. You know, this
top
is
30
LeBron
player in
James
the
in
league.
2026. Like, he hasn't won. He won a championship at like a paper mache championship in the bubble, but he hasn't won in forever. Like, give me a break. You know, and it's just like Paul George in the playoffs last year. Like, oh, Paul George, Knicks got to look out for Paul George. Like, it's Paul George. Take the name off of him, and nobody's afraid of him. Everybody told me I was crazy, and the Knicks ended up spanking the crap out of them. Like,
You're
give me a break.
discrediting a LeBron a little bit because there's like a hint of jealousy coming in that
Jealous
he's here.
of what?
A
Jealous
hint
of what?
it. A
Why would I
hint
be
of it
jealous of
coming in.
LeBron James?
I'm not sure. That's what
How
I'm,
would I be jealous of LeBron
I'm trying
James?
to-
The guy
I'm
hasn't
trying to
won
figure it
anything in
out.
a long time.
But
He's annoying. He's like, everybody wants him to retire already. It's like, what are you
You're
doing? Like, who
comping
gives a
him
shit?
to comping him to Paul George, and he's not. He's way better than Paul
Okay.
George.
Okay.
And I think that's the
rehash this in about 6 months and tell me what you think.
Well, I'm not telling you I think
Yeah.
they're going to beat the Knicks or better than the Knicks. I'm just telling you if you're going to compare LeBron James to Paul George at where they are in their career, I personally disagree with that. I think he's better. Now, is he the same player he
Look at
was
the numbers.
7 years ago? Absolutely not. He's not
Look
the
at the
same
numbers.
player he was. Oh, you want to
What do you think LeBron James averaged last year? You even know?
26 and 5 or 22, 6 and 7, something in that realm.
Okay, let's see.
I just think he's better than Paul George.
20
I think
points,
Jaylen Brown's better than Paul George.
7 assists, and 6 rebounds. Yep.
What was the total?
20 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds.
Okay, so that was a pretty good educated guess. So yeah,
It was.
I think for the
In
Sixers,
60 games. In 60 games.
right? I mean,
At 41 years old, right?
pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, absolutely
Amazing, sure. But
for-
do
yeah.
41-year-old players get better or worse?
They usually get worse for some
Right,
reason.
unless
he's
you're
staying
Barry
in the
Bonds, of
stand.
course, when your head gets bigger and stuff like that. But like,
it just sounds like that.
so he's going to be going down. He's not going to get better. He's
Just-
going to get worse.
It's annoying for a Knick fan that somebody's not talking about them. It's I mean, you got used.
It's not annoying.
It
for
was
Nick
a
that
great
somebody's
2
not
months.
talking
You know, the
about us.
parade. I
See,
get it.
Now you're hijacking the conversation.
I'm
Now
not
you're
hijacking the
it into
conversation.
something
No,
else that
I'm
I'm
being
not
rash.
saying.
I'm
not
trying
saying
to,
that.
I'm not in your shoes, so I can't understand why you're so angry at him. But from a National Basketball Association perspective, if I want to have the best game on the schedule, you have the defending NBA champions, the Knicks, who hadn't won a title since 19 whatever. I forgot the year already, okay? Because now it's 2026. And you put in LeBron James in Philadelphia, who's not the same player he was, but is still a pretty damn good basketball player, who's, by the way, is going to be their 4th, 5th, or 6th best option. And the thing the Sixers lack the most, you think he's 7th, 8th, or 9th best?
He's not going to be that. I'm just making a face like, oh, if you're making my point. If he's the 4th, 5th, or 6th best player on the team, why are we like making a schedule around him?
because there's difference about on the court and then what people want to see.
Exactly, that's my point. He's just a name. It's
no,
just
but,
a
but
name.
he's a great player still, Alex. Unfortunately, he still is.
He's not a
And
great player still.
You have to also
He's
remember
not.
for this. You have to remember for the Sixers what he brings value to is something they lacked tremendously last year, and somebody in the clutch who can be there and help mentor a team that was clearly
Jaylen
had
Brown.
issues.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, they added
the guy
him
who did that.
too. The Sixers are a good basketball team. I'm sorry, but this is the best two teams in the fucking East are going to play each other. You're going to have to deal with the idea that there's
Are we
going
sure
to
they're
be
the second
LeBron
best
James.
team in the East? I don't know about that.
I think the Knicks and Sixers are the two best teams in the East. Yeah, I do.
I don't know. I don't know that the Sixers are the second best team in the East. I don't know that.
Don't be on your high horse now.
I'm not.
because
I'm just saying that.
No,
It's
no,
not my high horse. It's my
That's going to
opinion.
get annoying quick. It's going to get
It's my
annoying
opinion.
quick.
It's my
Of
opinion.
course, it's your opinion. It's
I don't
shit.
think Joel Embiid is not going to stay healthy. Edgecombe is going to get pissed off because he's not going to get the ball and he's going to regress.
You know that.
LeBron
you
James
know
is going to regress.
You know
he's
that
41
from
years
Edgecombe.
old. This is my opinion.
You're the fucking Edgecombe whisperer. He's going to
Yes, I
get
am.
annoyed
Yes, I am.
now. Let's
Maxi's
go. Let me
not
call.
going to have the ball as much.
Hey,
It's gonna be
DJ.
Jaylen Brown.
DJ, you
Okay.
there?
Okay, so listen. So
on,
they have
answer.
four guys
Hold on,
that
the
need to
answer.
handle the ball, and Joel Embiid needs to handle the ball as well. So
Okay.
how is this going to work? And then they have
Oh,
Drew
that's
Holiday
good.
as well. I mean, not Drew Holiday.
That's
They
a
have
great breakfast.
Anthony Simons.
Sorry to
Give me a
bother you
break.
on your breakfast.
Yeah, no, I know. Now
No,
you
I'm
play
talking
this
to
game.
Alex.
Now you
Yeah,
play
I'm
this
talking
game.
to Alex.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He agrees with you. He agrees with you. He said he's annoyed. Breaking
I
news.
can't have an opinion.
I just called
I can't
VJ
have an opinion. You
Edgecombe.
can have an opinion. Only you can have the opinion. I get
No,
it.
you
It's
can
fine.
have an opinion
No, it's
too.
just you. It's you.
I just
Obviously,
don't think it's
you're
a good
right.
one.
You're right. I'm wrong.
Thank you.
That's
Clip
it.
that.
I can't have an opinion.
that.
When I have an
Clip
opinion,
that.
when I have an
Clip
opinion,
that.
I'm wrong, and then it becomes you go down the mocking trail and making a joke. And when you have an opinion, it's right. That's it. LeBron
Well-
James, 41 years old. He's going to get better. He's going to be a triple-double person. The Sixers are going to win 65 games. They're going to go to the finals and win it all. Right? That's
Did they
what's gonna
get
happen.
better with him or worse?
Are they going to win Are they going to be Eastern Conference Finals and in the championship? Maybe
I have
the finals?
no idea yet. I have no idea.
But you just said they're the second best team in the East, so they're going to be in the
Eastern
Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes.
Okay, so Joel Embiid's going to stay healthy.
The problem with the Sixers and why I wouldn't take them to beat the Knicks in a series is because of the things you had laid out. But if you're asking me if I think they got better, and I think they certainly have a better chance.
I think they got better too, but
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that
Jaylen Brown and LeBron improved the team dramatically, Alex. And unfortunately, that's reality.
talent is not always improving a team.
I agree, Alex. I understand
a team, the
that.
players
But if
need
you're-
to like.
Hold on, VJ's calling back. Now, if you're going to sit here and tell me that LeBron James, I said he's the fifth or sixth best player on the roster, and I think the things he adds to them were the toughness that they were lacking in experience in these big moments. I just disagree. Like, to VJ Edgecombe's going to be upset because how do you know? Like, what's the reasoning for coming to that? Because there's all these stars now on the team that he's going to get upset and just making a assumption. Yes, you're allowed to have your opinion. I just don't agree with that.
I think they should have built their team around Maxey, Edgecombe, and Brown. Told Embiid to kick rocks somehow.
Untradeable though.
Untradeable, whatever. Do
I
whatever you got to do with
agree
Embiid.
with you to a certain extent,
And then build the team around in the other ways. Getting LeBron there makes it ruins that progress of building that team. Obviously, you're not good enough yet to beat the Knicks, but you need to make other moves in order to do that. LeBron James is just putting a Band-Aid on a bullet hole and ruins the progress of the Maxey Edgecombe development, and that team makes no sense.
See, I'll disagree there.
The team
I
makes
think
no sense.
I disagree that he hinders the development, and also too. I mean, we had conversations last year where it was like, the Celtics were clearly the best team in the East, right? And that's how everybody was talking. And then they didn't win. So there's not an
2 years
assumption
ago.
that because the Knicks, the defending champs and the best team on paper, that doesn't naturally mean that the same thing is going to happen again. So many twists and turns happen in a regular season.
That's true. That is true.
But and getting back to the original statements that we were making here, I just think this is the best game to watch. This is the most interesting. Like, opening night in the NBA, it's critical that you take advantage of that because you want to bring fans back. Waiting 2 weeks and just being like, here it is, isn't the same. It's not the NFL. You can't take advantage of that. In the NBA, you got to capture in the moment. This is the most, because the NBA regular season, as it ebbs and flows, is going to get boring. It just does from a national perspective. If you follow your team on the day-to-day, you love it. But from that very beginning, you have to capture that. You have to engage that, and you have to get the fans interested right away. And to have LeBron James' first game as a Sixer with all the intrigue that people want to see with him in Philly, to have that happen in New York, to play the defending champs, That to me is the pinnacle of finding the perfect NBA game to watch.
Okay. So if LeBron James is in with the Lakers still, is he the opening game versus the Knicks?
No.
So if LeBron James signs with the Heat, is he the opening game versus the Knicks?
Is Giannis there?
No.
Then no.
Because it wouldn't work. The cap wouldn't work.
But
so no.
but if Giannis is on Miami
well, yes,
and
it
LeBron,
would. It would
yes.
because he's a minimum. Yes. Well, obviously
Yes.
Giannis
With
LeBron.
Giannis,
That's different.
With Giannis,
Okay.
yes. Without Giannis, no.
Bad example. Because that makes sense. Giannis and LeBron, that makes sense. But I don't know.
Pick the teams. The Nets, probably not. Pick the team. I think that Boston, yes.
Mhm.
Philly, yes. Miami with Giannis, yes. It just depends on the Spurs, yes.
Can I ask you a question? Couldn't you have game one? Some Knicks fans are upset about this. I'm not because I don't care. The opening night game, the ring ceremony, is not a standalone game. It's the only game of the night, or it's like a doubleheader. It's not the opening game of the season. I mean, this game at 3:00 in the afternoon. No one's gonna watch that anyway. It doesn't matter. But to me, you could have had the Knicks play their opening night game against the Celtics, the Thunder, somebody like that, a big matchup, right? And then the next day had LeBron James debut somewhere, right? Maybe the Lakers come to Philly, you know what I mean? And you have your opening game with the theater of the Lakers, of Luka going to Philly. I know that you don't usually have East Coast, West Coast games not like that in the opening season, but
sure.
I'm just saying you could have captured those moments. Then you have 2 moments, 2 nights. You're just blowing your load on one day when the Knicks rating for this opening game won't be that different as opposed to having LeBron James play at the Garden. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a difference. Yeah. The Knicks literally I know you're saying it's the finals, it's the theater of winning and breaking the streak and whatever, the drought, whatever, of the finals, but literally they're the highest ratings since Jordan. That's the golden goose back then. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James isn't the golden goose anymore. He's just not.
I'll give you an example. I know a lot of people in Pittsburgh, they don't have an NBA team, but they like basketball. If it's Knicks versus pick the team you'd prefer they were playing tonight. You like the Hawks as an example? You thought that was a good one?
I don't think the Hawks. I don't think nationally. I think that's a great matchup, but I don't think nationally that would do it. I think Knicks Celtics would be the sexy matchup.
If I
New York,
told
Boston,
people in Pittsburgh that are casual
or
NBA
New York,
fans,
Miami with Giannis or something like that, maybe that.
If I told casual fans in Pittsburgh who watch the NBA here and there, watch the playoffs at the end because it got good, right? If I said you're going to watch the Celtics versus the Knicks or LeBron with the Sixers versus the Knicks, they're going to pick LeBron every time. I say that because the NBA knows they have the Knicks in their back pocket from the New York rating. It doesn't matter what's going to happen, who they play. People in New York are going to want to see it. It's a historic moment for New York basketball. But if you're telling me nationally you want to draw interest from people that are outside of the state, that to me is the answer. And if I was the NBA and my goal was to get ratings, I would pick that as my answer. Now, you're going into next level philosophy of, is it better to wait 2 weeks and then have him here? My gut answer is, of course not. Why would you wait 2 weeks? You've now waited 2 weeks. He's now played in games. And yes, it's still interesting when he goes to the Garden. Don't get me wrong. That would still be great to watch. But it loses a little bit because it's not opening night. It just naturally does.
The opening night, there's only 3 games, right? So you can have game 2 for the Knicks as Philly's first game.
Say that again. You can have
game 1 for the NBA season is literally 3 games. It's not a full slate. You could have game 1 for the Sixers, still Knicks game 2, and have LeBron debut with the Knicks in game 2 at the Garden.
Yeah, but when you're putting together that power couple, it makes for more intrigue.
But then you help out the NBC who has the Friday game. You help out the other networks that are, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It's about the monster game, man. That's the game. That's the most interesting game you could put on the schedule. Absolutely.
I think we're going to have to, we agree to disagree on that.
No, you agree with me. You just don't agree from the Knick fan perspective. From a national perspective, and from a Knick fan perspective.
Oh no, I'm saying
Two
I get
different
that it's going to be a
conversations.
I think that where our disagreement is, I think, is that you think that adding LeBron to that game adds so much more to that
Yes.
rating when I don't think it's that big of a difference.
And for me, watching it, I'm so much more interested
Well, because you
to
hate the
watch
Knicks. You
LeBron.
hate the
No, it's
Knicks.
a
So you want to have anything to rain on their parade. Like you're
no.
excited
This
about
is
this. You're
no, no,
like,
no. See
yeah,
that?
show LeBron
No,
when the banner's going
no.
up and with him doing the little head shake. The freaking
See
acting bullshit of LeBron James. Like,
that?
yeah,
No, just interest
everybody knows
level.
exactly the face I'm talking about with LeBron
Of
face.
course he's gonna do it, but no, I don't see it from
Like, yeah, yeah,
that
I'm
lens.
logging that
I
in. Now we're
don't.
gonna win the battle. Like, bro, you don't win anymore.
I don't
Like, give me a
see. I
break.
don't see it like that. I
You're
just think it's
42 years
so much
old.
more. It's more interesting. It's more interesting to watch than, like as you mentioned, Paul George going to the Garden as a Celtic.
I was not mentioning.
Whoop-de-damn do.
I'm giving you an example of a player that's all name. That's all I'm
He's
doing.
better
I'm
than
not
he's
saying
better
it's
than
apples
Paul
to
George.
apples. I'm
He's
saying I
he's
know he's better than Paul George. I'm saying as better than Paul George as of last year. He is this year.
Paul George is a corpse.
Likely, yes. Likely, yes.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I'm saying
LeBron is top 40 player in the sport,
sure.
which is not bad. But no, he's not LeBron of 2014, obviously. But he's better than Paul George.
I
He's
just
like
think
Paul George of 2019 right now.
we are so overhyping this move as if it is LeBron James from 10, 15 years ago. And I think that everybody is going to see that I was right in a year. Like I
Gotcha.
was 2 years ago when I said the Knicks are going to win it all. And they did. So I'm just saying. And
let's
I'm
not do
just saying.
digital. Let's not do digital receipts on this.
I'm
there's
just saying.
Yeah, no,
I'm just
that's
saying.
different conversation. If you want different conversation, different
Just like
conversation.
in the playoffs when I said the Knicks have the 8 of the 10 best players in the Knicks Sixers series, and people call me crazy because I didn't put Paul George in the top 10 of that series, and the Knicks ended up. How much did the Knicks win by in Game 4? And they swept them out of the arena, and then it's just nonsense. And you know what I mean? It is what it is. And
it is what it is. They're coming. They're playing. It's the best matchup.
How
they're
much
the best.
better do you think the Sixers got based on that second round series that you saw? I know the Knicks lost Robinson and downgraded to
Jaylen
Drummond.
Brown and adding LeBron James.
How many more games do you give them in that series? Do you think they beat the Knicks in a series now?
I mean, it would be hard for me to pick against the Knicks after that experience, so probably not at this point. But I think they're a lot better.
You think
I don't
the
know
Knicks
how
win
to-
in 5 or 6?
like 6 or 7. Yeah, I think
6
they.
or
I think
7.
I think they improved that
Okay.
much. I mean, they added. Well, Edgecombe's in his second year. Maxi's another year. But I mean, this thing with the Sixers is health, of course. Those guys aren't going to play all these games together. I'm not equating them that I think they're the best team in the East. I never said that.
Yeah.
But we'll have the second. But
You
again,
said second best.
I said second best, and I said it is the most interesting matchup on NBA opening night.
Mhm.
I and it's not about my Knicks hate. It's clearly the most interesting matchup. To add
Well,
LeBron
what
and
would be
Philly,
funny?
LeBron Philly in itself is interesting because the fans are not going to just give him a pass if he struggles or doesn't play well or there's missed moments. They're going to give him shit. Okay, and then you add the fact that his first game is in New York and you capture on casual fans. It's the obvious choice.
Well, you know what the Sixers did, though, to stop the Knicks? They signed the Brunson stopper and Dean Wade. Remember the Cavs? They're like, we have
Yeah.
the Brunson stopper. They're like, all right, bro.
No, I mean, Alex.
See ya.
I mean, the Knicks won
So-
the championship, but Embiid,
if
things
Embiid
move
is
on.
hurt, also, if Embiid gets hurt in the preseason,
You never know. I mean,
then,
so, yeah, of
You
course.
know who's starting at center for them, Mike?
Who's their backup?
Huck Porty.
Is he really? That's right. That's right.
That'll be fun. Let him get his ring. That'll be cool. At least he's getting
Yeah.
his ring
No,
on ring night.
that's true.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, if for someone that wants to see the Knicks fail this year, it's just all the things that went right. Some of those things have to go wrong. I mean,
They have they got KCP and they got Simons, Simons is a big pickup for the bench. KCP is like whatever at this point. But like their bench is other than that, they got nothing. I mean, Dean Wade, I guess if you like him, but I mean, it is what he's a decent role player, but I don't know. It just turned into like a big Sixers thing, but that's what the
fine with
schedule
me.
did.
They're the most interesting team in the sport, so I'm not surprised. The season moves on, man. Like it's over. Like the Knicks won the championship, you'll have it forever. But it's time to keep moving, right? Like it's
Well,
onward.
Knicks
Other
Nets
teams, other
November
teams,
2nd.
you
Knicks
know,
Nets November 2nd
yeah,
at
I
the
like that.
Garden.
I like that they spread them out throughout the schedule. They're
Did they?
not
When's
all
the next
lumped
one after that?
together. I know 2 years ago they did the home and home thing, or
Oh yeah, that's
um.
stupid. Knicks Nets.
So I
Yeah,
like
well, yeah.
it's
Knicks
spread out equally throughout the year. It's like November,
November, December.
December, February, and April, or end of March. They're all kind of nicely paced, which I like,
Yeah, so
as
you
opposed to
have
blowing the load like
February
2 or 3
1st,
games in a
February
month, which is
1st in
silly.
Brooklyn, and then yeah, April 2nd in Brooklyn. But that April game is not going to be fucking anything. You know what I
Could
mean?
be
At
for
that
the
point.
Nets.
For the Nets, it could be, yeah, but it's
I
not going
mean,
to be
it's
like
seeding for the Knicks wherever they
yeah.
end up.
We'll see. That's true. You never know. Never
I
know. It's
mean,
not the last game of the year, at least. So at least that's like the last.
well,
game
the
of the
last
year.
game of the year thing is
Yeah.
that sucked because either it just
Yeah, who
we
cared?
have to
That was
rehash
dumb.
it, but it was like teams trying to lose. Well, the Nets won't be trying to lose this year, so hopefully that April game for the Nets is a meaningful game where they're jockeying and trying to get into a
I
play
hope
in
so
some
too,
playoff
man.
spot.
And I'm not being that. I'm not being facetious. I hope. I hope the Nets have a pulse. I mean, it sucks. Like when they're just. It's fun having the rivalry, and it is a rivalry. I know people get like upset with me when I say that, but it is. Knicks Nets. When the Nets have a pulse and the Knicks are good. When the Knicks have a pulse, because the Knicks haven't always had a pulse. You know what I'm just saying? Like when
No.
both teams have a pulse at the same time, it is fun. You know what I mean? It is fun to go back and forth. It is fun. Obviously, it's fun for this podcast. It's a Knicks
Yeah.
and Nets podcast, but it's even in general like. I couldn't believe it the draft lottery night when the Nets didn't what did they get 6, right? And then like when they got that, I was just like, like I kind of like I couldn't believe that I felt bad. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't want them to get 1, but I wanted to get like top 4 and like get some excitement. You know what I mean? Top 3, but
Well, they feel it with
is what
Mike
it is.
Brown Jr. He had an excellent
Yeah.
summer league, and the Aura brothers with him and Yegor, and it's kind of silly. Oh, the Aura brothers, but at the same time, it's
The
like
Aura brothers. I don't know
they're
that.
just like best buddies, and they've been hitting it.
They call
off.
them the Aura brothers.
Yeah, they kind of been their.
That's
their
kind of cool.
nickname. So
That's kind of cool. I
if
want to
you-
make fun
however-
of that, but that is kind of cool. That's kind of a
But
cool.
however, my point is, if you don't like it, dislike it, the idea is at least there's energy and like
right, fun.
fun and culture
Yes.
building with your young backcourt of guys
Right.
that are 20 years old that are gelling
Yeah.
on and off the court. So it's helpful. Yeah, I'm excited
Shout
to
out
see what comes
to-
for the Nets.
We have a comment on my live feed on Twitter at Nick Central. Rent-free Salvatore at _J_S_M_860. He says, I got the Nets going 22-60. So, I mean, what do you think
Yeah,
about
that's
that?
the under. I mean, I would be surprised if they lost
What
that
did
many games.
The over-under
22 and a
went
half.
up from
Oh, did
when...
it? What is it
Yeah.
now?
I don't know, but I heard it went up. My buddy Jason, who listens, shout out to Jason.
Yeah, I mean,
he texted me. He's like, I wish I put the money on it when you guys had that first episode when you
What
were
is
talking about
it
the over
now?
under because it went up like I think it went up 2 or 3 games or something like that. Probably
Yeah, I
because
mean,
I
the
already
Nets-
bet on it.
the Nets. What was the guy's name you just mentioned?
Jason.
No. The the Twitter
Sal.
handle.
Sal. His name's Sal.
But
Salvatore.
Sal. I thought
Yeah.
there was like 700 numbers.
Well, there is, but
after
his
that.
name's Sal. I know.
So Sal, I wish we could interact because I'm curious why you think that.
Let's see
but,
if he responds. Yeah. Go ahead.
I guess they won 20 games last year when they were trying to lose, and they improved the roster dramatically. So
Mhm.
you could counter my argument with the East is just stacked. I get that, unless teams will tank. So you could counter the argument there, but that's about it. They're trying to lose, and they won 20 games. I don't know how 22 is going to happen when they improve the roster externally with Julius Randle coming. They drafted Michael Brown Jr. They have internal growth with their rookies. How good that is, we'll find out. But I can't imagine that's 2-win growth. That to me is just, and this is just looking at it logically. Like it feels like it's 9-11 win growth. It's like a 29-31 win basketball team, not a 22-win basketball team. And I'm not anointed. And then if we're lucky and the Nets surprise people and they win 36-40 and make a play in, but I'm not coming on here thinking they're anything more. But 22 seems like the low number. Sal 7-6-5. 82-3.
I can't find the drafting. It looks like they took down the NBA futures bets, but I'm trying to find Nets over under.
And I like that the Nets are home to start the season.
Mm-hmm.
Hornets will be an intriguing team too because of all the changes that they made. I mean they're keeping their core with Miller and Knipple, but making the LaMelo Ball trade. So the Hornets will be kind of an interesting team, and I think for the Nets it's a good gauge first game versus a team that's up and coming.
Sorry, BetMGM This is
Yeah.
as of yesterday, 24.5 for the Nets. I feel like that's really low. Wasn't it higher than that? Or
It
am I
was
crazy?
22 and a half
It
last
was
time.
before? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I
it did
think
go
the
up.
number's just crazy low.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I think they're winning around 30 games. I mean, I don't think that's crazy to say with Julius Randle. I mean, and Michael Porter Jr. As long as they stay healthy, like I don't see why.
Michael Brown Jr., Jaeger year
Yeah.
2. Like it seems like it's
But
just
even
gonna
if
be
it's
winning.
just Randall and Porter as the main pieces and a bunch of filler guys, like let's just say, and these
Yeah,
rookies are like they
They
can win
won
some
20
games.
games and they shut down all these. Porter didn't
Right.
play the last.
Right.
They shut him down.
Listen,
That's why I
make
just
fun
don't.
Of, yeah, yeah.
But again,
No,
I
no.
the part where I could see it being different is the way the tanking rules have changed,
Right.
and other teams will be playing. So like they were playing the Wizards, so they got to win versus Washington as an example. Washington clearly not playing this year. When they play Washington, you assume that they're not tanking with Young
Right.
and Debanza and everything they've done. So
No, I hear
I
you.
get that.
No,
part.
no,
I get
they're going to
that.
be trying.
There's going to be more competitive basketball. Which,
Anthony Davis said he
kudos-
wants to play 82 games this year, so that's fun.
yeah, there's a lot of things I want.
And no, I just like we make fun of Julius Randle. Like I have, you have, like all of us, like in the New York area, like only remembers the negatives of Julius Randle. Like, and that's fair because he deserved a lot of the criticism, but he does play really well in the regular season a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He puts up his numbers, he wins his games, and he's a veteran at this point. He's a former All-Star for a reason, a couple times, All-NBA player.
Sure.
Like, this guy is not 42-year-old LeBron James. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to win some games in the regular season. And, with Michael Porter Jr., who's really good too, like, that's going to win 30 games, 28 to 30 games at least, just by accident. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
You
what
just
I'm
have
saying.
to just have to hope that Jaeger, what you liked in the summer league, continues to shine and play better.
Fair.
I mean, these guys are 20 years old.
Yeah.
They're young kids, and ultimately the Nets' success will lean on their sophomore and rookie backcourt. If Michael Brown Jr. can become a great star in this league, if Jaeger can continue to develop and show those signs of being a star, I mean, that's ultimately what's going to determine it. But yeah, in the short term, adding Julius Randle there to me was a no-brainer when they dealt him for Nick Claxton. I mean, it's
just the name.
upgrade.
It's just the name of who he is and where his history in New York and all that stuff. That's probably why Nets fans were kind of annoyed, and that's why Knicks fans
I don't think
laughed.
Net fans were Net fans annoyed by that. I think
I
Knicks
would-
fans
I would
were.
assume
I
so,
think
because-
Net fans were excited. I mean, Alex, this is a team that has
excited.
been,
I don't know.
yeah,
It's like
this is a team
I
that
don't
has
know.
been so bad.
Right. You got a real
Last
player.
year, last year was the ultimate shit year because the Knicks won the championship. The Nets had to tank. The lottery didn't go their way. I mean, it was fun moments with some of the rookies here and there, but overall, it was a really tough year to be a Nets fan. So when I say Julius, maybe excited, like, oh, we got Julius Randle. That's not the case. It's more like, okay, we got a guy here, like you had just alluded to, with all of his skill set, an all-star and all NBA
Professional player,
that can
yeah.
come in here and really help this organization start to build. Yes, but not excited. It wasn't like when Durant signed. I mean, it wasn't that.
No, of
Don't
course
get me wrong, or Kyrie, right? Obviously, it wasn't that kind of feeling, but it was just that enthusiasm of, all right, we got a team.
There was
in
probably
here.
some secondhand embarrassment from Knick fans, like laughing. You know what
I
I'm saying?
never
Like,
felt that, and maybe
Yeah.
it's because
'Cause
I'm
they're not
not
on Twitter anymore.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's because I'm not on the cesspool anymore.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
really felt.
But even if you had a
That.
Knick fan that wasn't like me in your life, that was actually like a dick, you know what I mean? Like to you and like would
Maybe.
mock you, like maybe you would feel like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of Net fans that live around Knick fans that, like friends, just their boys and like, it's all playful fun, but like they got to hear it. Like,
Right.
you got Julius Randle. We just beat the Sixers by 1,000 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that, whatever.
I did hear it a
We got
little
the sixth
bit, like
pick. We beat the Sixers by 1,000 points. What I meant to say.
yeah, yeah, I did hear it a little bit on the radio, I
Yeah.
guess. But I'm just like, when you've been so bad and you're just like, all right, this is a track of some form of joy. In
I get
the
it,
future.
man. I get it.
I kind of just was like, whatever. And I've
Like
done
the
a good
Jets
job.
getting Geno Smith. It's like, yeah, it's a joke. I laughed and I'm like, oh, you kidding me? But like, you know what? He's a professional
It's an upgrade.
quarterback. Like,
Sure, it's
you know
an
what I mean?
upgrade.
You're gonna score 20 points a game at least.
It's kind of a
Like,
good
you know,
kind of. That's a good kind of
have some fun. Yeah,
comparison. I think Julius probably, I know, has had a better career
right.
than it's a. But
Geno's had some
still,
good years.
Geno's
and
had
he
some good
developed
moments.
into
He
a good
improved.
quarterback. He's just older. It is what it is.
Yeah, he's not the Jets' Geno Smith. He's
No.
definitely a different. I mean, hopefully he's not for the Jets side of things.
Well, he is the
But
Jets, Geno Smith, but
well, not the original Jets, Geno Smith, and he's the
I
Seahawks,
know, not
Geno
getting
Smith.
punched in the jaw and getting his jaw broken by IK.
Yeah,
No, I get
and
that, but
very
yeah.
excited for football season, as you said.
Me too.
But with the Giants,
so the NBA schedule? Everybody, my thoughts. NBA schedule comes out. People mock like schedule releases. It's stupid. But every single person, even if you think it's stupid, looks at the schedule and looks at one date or two dates. What's your date that you look at when the NBA schedule comes out?
that's such a good point because everybody, oh, it's coming out, always care. And honestly, like I was excited because I was hyping it up for my son, and I was like,
Right.
let's look at the schedule. I was picking him up from camp, and we looked at the schedule together to find dates. So when you say what's your date, are you meaning
Yeah.
like what's your date?
What's
that you're
the
excited
game like? What do you have like a birthday? Is there like an anniversary? Is there something
so,
that you want to
yeah.
have a game on that day or whatever?
So now what I'm looking for is games I can take him and my daughter. So it's
Right.
looking at like
This
you know,
12 o'clock
not-
game on
not-
the weekend.
not
Yeah.
Tuesday at 7:30, which is
Right.
not doable, but it's like a Saturday or Sunday game that's between 3 and 5ish o'clock where I can take the kids, they can have fun, and we get home at a reasonable hour, and it doesn't
Right.
derail bedtime in the next day. So that has become what we looked at, and it's like random Saturdays and Sundays, and it doesn't matter who they are playing.
Oh,
Honestly, this now I'm looking for. Now, if I'm going alone, it's a different
worst
or if I'm
team
going with
possible.
adults.
Yeah.
It's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But when I'm taking, a 6 and what could be like a 4-year-old
A family of four. Yeah.
family,
No, yeah.
it's like, give me the team.
Have
No one
live
cares about.
basketball. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't
if
matter.
it's me going alone to answer your question, it's probably a Friday night and it's a fun game and it's a good competition. It's
Yeah.
a team I want to see. I'm more interested. This is the first year I'm going into in a long time being like, I want to go to a Nets-Knicks game at Barclays. I'm like embracing.
You want to go together? That'd be fun.
I'm embracing the little brother role
Yeah.
more at first in the last. I'm like going back to my roots because when the Nets got Durant and Kyrie, I was kind of like, by no means, and you know this, I wasn't like chest thumping like, oh look at us, but I was like, all right, we're gaining this now that we're back to being the little baby, the little brother, and it's like so minuscule that people are like poo-pooing them so much. I'm so proud to be a Nets fan and not part of the poser parade that like I'm all into it. Like let's go to Barclays. I'm ready for all the Dick Nick fans. Let's have fun. I'm more in there and just not with this poser party.
I hear you. I hear you. For me, the game that I look at is my birthday. My birthday is November 7th, and my wife is, most of our relationship, she's taking me to a game for my birthday. And like, it's like, oh, we can take out dinner, get you a sweater. I'm like, just get me a Knicks ticket. Let's go to a Knicks game. Like,
Sweater.
Whatever. Get me something that she likes, that she wants me to wear. It's like, it's like getting socks
sweater.
at Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I don't know. I just like it developed into like just let's go to a game. You know what I mean? Like what you don't take me to
Who is
dinner
it this year?
And the problem, so my birthday's November 7th. It's a Saturday, and they're playing Cleveland, but it's in Cleveland, of course.
So go.
Yeah, go to Cleveland. But they play Chicago on the 4th, and then Milwaukee on the 10th. So Milwaukee's not exactly Milwaukee excitement anymore. So
It's changed a little
or
bit.
Brooklyn
sure.
on the 2nd at home. So maybe I'll do that. But
That's
that'd
cool.
be fun. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just so by the way, Sal got back to us on Twitter with his response
I
to
don't
your
care.
question.
No, I'm just kidding.
He goes your question was, why do you feel they're going to be so bad? That was your question?
No, I said why only 2 more win growth.
Okay. So Sal said, to respond to his question, why I think only 2 more wins is because Julius Randle sucks and I hate him and them. Logically they suck. Just seems fitting to be a 60-loss team. That's all. So
And
this is hate.
that answer is why I'm not on Twitter anymore. Like to read that, we just lost 15 seconds of our lives. Sal, God bless you. I appreciate you listening, but try something else on Twitter next time. That was bad. But I appreciate you listening. Subscribe and
Julius
download.
Randle hate. The Nick fan Julius Randle hate.
But
Just
that's my
runs deep
point.
with him.
But that's my point. It's like if
yeah.
you want to try to, that's just an example of drowning out bullshit because you can't actually learn from that. Like what did we learn from that? We learned that Sal doesn't like Julius Randle and then gives answers that are obnoxious and dumb. Like I don't need that kind of energy in my life. So Sal, I mean, like
Sal,
But
we
again,
love you.
but again, Sal, thank you for listening. That download means so much to me.
Well, it's not download. He's just watching on Twitter.
Oh, it's right. View. That view means so much to me. Sal, thank you. Appreciate that. What team does Sal like? Is he
Knicks
a
fan,
Blazers
obviously.
fan? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Blazers fan. Big
Gotcha.
Blazers guy. That's the second Blazers comment that you've made today. So I'm
Did I
surprised.
really?
Yeah, you
What
said
was the first one?
you were talking about will a guy in Portland care about the Knicks playing another
true.
team?
Well, I didn't say Blazers.
Do you think there's a lot of non-Blazers fans in Portland?
Yeah, you remember what was the show on ESPN, and they would have the guy with Tony Reali come in at the end and be like, fact check.
Oh yeah.
Like, well,
Stat
technically,
boy.
you didn't
Stat
say.
boy.
Yeah, he was like, technically, you didn't say Blazers there. You said Portland. So let's go that. Yeah, that felt like that moment for me.
Well, that's good. I'm happy that you got that.
Can I just say I am very excited for the Giants this year. It's the first time in a long time I felt some juice. I'm sure they'll be terrible and it won't matter.
We got Odell.
But it does but it does feel like you see, you think LeBron's Odell.
No. I think LeBron is Paul George a little better last year. That's what I think.
Okay. Nah, I don't want to rehash that. I'm just having fun. But yeah, no, I'm excited for the Giants. We'll see what we'll see what happens, and we'll see if
Geno
Dart
Smith's
progresses.
Odell. I'm kidding.
Gino's bet. No, Odell is.
I'm kidding.
So age, father time gets to you. Like
No,
you know,
I mean,
Odell's the
Giants
most
fan.
athletic guy you've ever seen, and you know he's
I
not
get it.
anymore.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
If you're a Giants fan, you got to be excited. You get the rookie quarterback in the second year, Jackson Dart and Scattaboo and the whole thing, and hopefully these guys can stay healthy and not
defense with
jump head first off the roof again or something, whatever they're doing.
Yeah,
and you got a real coach, so
that too.
That's exciting, and hopefully these defensive linemen get their heads out of their ass and are good. So Thibodeau and what's the other guy's name from last year? I forgot his name.
Carter,
yeah,
and then Reese,
Carter.
they drafted at Ohio State with their top pick.
So
they've got guys.
They've got guys, but
Peter Schrager says he reminds him of RoboCop, and I trust Peter Schrager because he's a Nets fan.
Is he?
Yes.
Wasn't he rooting for the Knicks? He was rooting for the Knicks all playoffs. I mean,
probably he is a Net fan. I mean,
is he?
Maybe not a good one, but yeah, I've from sources.
You got to find those receipts, man, because he's been coming out like a big Knicks fan all playoffs.
Oh boy. Man. Well, that's not good, Peter. I just had a nice tweet. But this is the downfall, I guess, of not being on Twitter anymore. I can't fact check Peter Schrager.
You don't know what's going on. Yeah,
Shit.
You can't.
Sorry,
you
Peter.
bitch, you are a Nets fan. No, and I'm not exactly excited for the Jets because the Knicks just won, and I know the Jets are probably going to suck because it's just all right, whatever. The Mets don't exist, and I'm a diehard Mets fan, but
rough.
They were out of it by the time the Knicks won, and it's just kind of all right,
brutal.
Whatever. I watch games and bits and pieces of games here and there, but and I follow what's going on, but I'm not glued. Obviously, they suck. But with the Jets, like I said with Geno Smith, I hate Geno Smith. I'm not a Geno Smith fan. I was so happy when he was gone. I'm not happy that he's back. But I do think they'll have a professional offense and win 5 or 6 games and get me have a little excitement and see Garrett Wilson have reached some of his potential when he actually has a real professional quarterback. And see what happens, with the kids and David Bailey, their second pick in the draft. Everybody's saying in training camp he looks like a stud, and I know it's just training camp, but usually when it comes out it's universal, everybody's wow, he's a level up. And even Connor Hughes said that when they did the joint practice with the Bucks that he was dominating the Bucks offensive lineman too, it wasn't just the Jets offensive lineman. All right, maybe this is somebody to watch out for.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But hey, it's hope. I mean, it's the same things I was saying with the Nets in summer league.
Yeah,
you see good things. It's hope. By the way, that was the loudest I've been on a podcast in a long time. I had the door kind of semi-open here in the laundry room, and I knew it was getting heated because I saw the door. My wife must just fold the door in and shut it. She's like, "Yep,"
slammed it. Not saying anything. Motherfucker!
No, not slammed it. But I was just like, "Oops," left that door open.
Yeah.
That was the most fun I've had with you in a long time.
I know you're wrong, of course, as usual, but it's.
But I just, I mean, my tactics, and I know how to needle you, so it was fun.
It's all good. No, we end up arguing about something that's not even the point of the conversation of the argument. We end up just arguing a tangent point that's not even the point of what we're actually debating.
That's most fights though.
Yeah.
I mean, not there's a fight, but you start arguing about things you start arguing about things that wasn't the point of it, and it's dirty laundry comes out on things that have annoyed you, or you know what I mean. But that's just people. That's just not
Yeah.
even husband wife. It's like, and you did this and that. You know, it's just natural. Not that I
get
did
it.
that or you did that, but
No.
in sports perspective, it kind of happened.
Listen, we know if LeBron James gets better at 42 years old, he's on something like Barry Bonds was. That's all I'm saying.
No, if he has the same kind of year he did last year, it's an improvement for Philly.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah,
If he comes out and hits 73 home runs, the equivalent in the NBA, I mean, what do you think that is? That's averaging 40 a game.
Oh, I can't wait.
Then I'd say it was a good move.
I can't wait to watch it. I'm so excited to see him in Philly. I'm really pumped for it.
I just hope that all I hope, and I really hope, is that during the Knicks ring ceremony, there's no shot of LeBron. Like, don't put him on the screen. Just that's all I hope. Like, you put him on it when it's over and you show his reaction or show him what he was looking like afterwards. But when it's a live video of it, I don't need to see LeBron James. Like the Knicks, like during when they won the championship, like they had to cut to Charles Oakley at one point. It's just like, do we really need to see Charles Oakley? Like, I know he's at the game, but he's at the game to be a dick. You know, he's been talking shit. Like, we don't need to see Charles Oakley on the screen right now.
Yeah,
you know,
they'll show him.
Yeah, I just hope they don't. Like in that, just in certain moments, like when the banner's being raised or when something's like, don't show him. You know,
I hope they do.
I know you do. Just
I hope that I will say is the Nick hate. That's
hate,
part.
Yes,
that part is. But
like the LeBron cam in the corner, like a picture-in-picture, have LeBron cam in the bottom right.
That's a bit extreme. I don't know if we have to go that far. I'm
like
not.
A little box on the bottom right, like just LeBron James reaction to.
I was thinking in the car too. I'm like, there's going to be a point this year where the Knicks season ends and doesn't end in the championship, and that'll be rewarding.
We'll see. I don't know about that.
And I was like, you know what? That'll be a nice moment.
I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be like, you know what?
The only thing that scares me is Drummond. Drummond scares me because he's
what he is.
But you know what? He does dumb shit, but you know what? Josh Hart does dumb shit. So it's like once a game, Josh Hart does something really stupid.
Oh man, he got away with one in that it was the big comeback game.
Yeah,
when he missed the layup.
And he knows it too. He's like, oh my god, if OG doesn't tip that in or we don't win that game, I'm a GOAT for life. Like he's like, I'm like, that's it.
Well, I'm glad he's still thinking about it a little bit.
Yeah, well, he says it on the pod. His pod.
That's good. That's good. I mean, I don't listen to them, but that's good to know.
I watch it here and there, but it's very commercialized now. It's hard to watch.
Because they're making money.
Hey, listen,
which is understandable.
Props to them.
We would do the same thing if we were getting paid the amount of money they were getting paid on their podcast. We would do the same stuff, and so would you. All right, I'm just telling you, that's the way it works. When you get paid.
Let's end it from Sal. His response: Mike's last name sounds like an Italian cured meat.
It's fair.
Mikey Bacala, he said. Called you. There you go.
That's fair. How old's Sal? 50s,
I don't know.
60s? I feel like Sal's in his 80s right now. Just like on Twitter and in the morning, retired, cup of coffee, just enjoying Bad Weather Fans.
Talking.
Respect that, Sal. All right, this has been Bad Weather Fans. We'll talk to y'all later, all right?
Thanks for listening, watching. See ya.
See you guys.